Hello, my name is Lizette, and welcome to this class today. Are you feeling tight on your shoulders? I have a few people saying that they would really like to have a class to stretch the shoulders, and when we work a lot with upper body strength and you get tight on these areas, it's very important not to forget about it, to stretch and to relieve this tension that we create when we just use strength in the upper body. So we're going to need 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you could do these somewhere on your home. You could do it on at the edge of your kitchen counter, maybe, with something that is soft underneath the elbows, and just letting yourself hang from there, or on your sofa, or somewhere that you can be creative with this. If you have blocks, then you're going to do it on the yoga mats, and we're going to start right there. So come to all fours, and then bring your elbows to your blocks. Bring them on the high part. So you're going to bring the elbows to your blocks. The palms are going to come together to touch. Open the blocks so you have space for the head to fall down and just hang down. Then from here you can walk your knees back a little bit more, as much as it feels okay for you and for the flexibility on your shoulders. Keep the palms touching as the palms go up towards the ceiling, kind of, and just let the head hang down. So we're going to be here kind of 3 minutes. You can always do it less or more time, depending how it feels for you. And the goal here is to really just relax into the posture. Now make sure you keep some engagement on your belly, so that you don't really hang on the lower back so much, but more on the shoulders. So you keep the belly toned a little bit. So you're just creating some stability for the lower back as you let the shoulders stretch. Now you can always change a little bit the intensity if you bring the hands more forward, or if you bring your hands back more towards your back, towards your shoulder blades. You get different sensations depending on your shoulders, the arms, and the flexibility you have. If you're really flexible, probably your forehead is already maybe close to the floor or touching the floor. If you're really tight, it might be higher. But keep the breath and try to find what works for you. And then once you're here and it gets difficult, just relax your breath and try to relax your mind. When we come to steady positions, when we come to holding the posture, it becomes kind of difficult, challenging in a different way. Breathe. We're going to be there just a few more seconds. With control of the head, walk your knees in a little bit more and lift yourself up from the blocks. Put your blocks to the sides. You're not going to need them anymore unless you want to. And then we go straight into puppy pose. So walk your knees back again, stretch the arms forward to the top of your mat, and let the forehead come down to the floor. Now you can keep the forehead down. If you're more open on your shoulders, then the chin is going to go forward as you let the chest go down. Once again, keep some tone on your belly so you don't really collapse on your lower back. Breathe. If you're feeling good here, then you want to walk your hands just a little bit closer together, or maybe get up onto your fingertips. Now sometimes I actually like to do this one with the blocks. If I'm feeling like I can go deeper, then I bring my hands on the blocks and hang from here. It gives me a little bit more leverage to hang a little bit deeper. But that depends on how your shoulders feel. Once again, breathe. Find what works with your head. Sometimes you can just look to the side a little bit to relax the neck. If you feel you can go deeper, and this is only if you feel you can go deeper, then you can walk your hands more forward or your knees back a little bit more. Keep the breath. Remember, once again, we're going to be here not too long, but you can always just pause the video and stay here as long as it feels okay for you. Okay, we're going to slide forward and down towards the floor. You're going to open the left arm out to the left. Now look at your hand and bring your hand on the shoulder, kind of on the same line. Now you're going to bring your right hand on the floor, push yourself, and then roll over onto your left shoulder. That right foot is going to go behind your left leg. If you have the flexibility and it feels okay, then that right foot goes flat on the floor. You can keep your head down and just let the neck relax. Keep pushing with your right hand against the floor a little bit to open up towards the ceiling, any amount. If you feel you can rotate more, then the left foot can come down to the floor, so both knees up towards the ceiling. You would see how far you can go. Get the breath. Relax your head. Once again, deal with the stillness. Your mind's not going to start thinking. Your mind is going to start wandering around, going around, thinking, what am I doing here? I'm just going to get out from here and continue with my day. Stay. Keep your breath. Don't let your monkey mind win. Good. Come back to center. So back to your belly with control. And open that right arm out to the right. Again, hands in line with your shoulder. Palm facing down. And then start to roll over. Push the left hand on the floor. Roll over into your right shoulder. That left foot can go behind you. And depending how you feel on this side, if it works for you, then maybe that right foot goes to the floor too. I'm a little bit more tight on this side, so it takes more time for me to actually bring my right foot to the floor. Relax your head, relax your breath. Make sure you're feeling the stretch, but don't push it too much to go to pain. So you just want to stretch the shoulders. So no need to push yourself and think, I have to get here or there. Just stay calm. Good. Come back to center. Again with control. And then come back to your belly. Push yourself up. And just sit. I need to readjust my microphone. There you go. So we're going to sit. So bring your feet in front of you. Hip width distance apart with your feet. Bend your knees and feet flat on the floor. Bring your hands behind you. Fingertips facing forward towards your feet. Now you're going to lift the hips. Bring your hips forward towards your heels. And then bend the arms and the elbows back. So make sure the elbows are not opening out. Draw the shoulders back and point the elbows back as you bend the arms. Breathe. If this gets too intense for you, bring your hips back more closer to your hands. If you feel you can go for more, then draw your hips again forward towards your feet. Throw the shoulders back and just bend the elbows and the arms back so you feel the stretch on your shoulders, and you will feel it. Just relax there. Breathe. I really needed this stretch today, so I'm happy I'm actually doing it. Once again, you can stay here longer if you need to. If you want to go just be here shorter, just you can fast forward and keep moving. Slowly straighten the arms as you lift. There you go. We're gonna keep going. So I'm actually giving give you my back so you can see what happens with the arms. We're gonna bring the right arm up towards the ceiling. Bend the arm so the palm is touching the back. Grab your right elbow and pull it in more towards your center so that your fingertips slide more down towards the floor. You can stay here. You can use a towel on your right hand if you need to, or you bring your left hand behind you, palm facing out. The fingertips are gonna go up, and then you will see if you can meet your right fingers or your towel. Once you get some grip, then lift the head, lift the chest, breathe as you stretch. Again, relax your breath. Focus one spot, breathing in and out through your nose. Lift the chest again, chin up a little bit, so that you're not collapsing in, but you're lifting in. Get with control, release. Shake the arms a little bit. They get kind of numb. Happens. Bring the left arm up. Grab your left elbow and pull it in towards the center so that your left fingertips go down towards the floor. You can stay here or use a towel and the right hand goes behind you, palm facing out. Lift the fingertips up. See if you can find your fingertips and see and notice the difference in between one side and the other one. See how this side feels compared to the other one. Lift the chest, lift the chin up a little bit, breathe. Enjoy it. Good. With control, release. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, bring your both hands over towards your left side. And then as you bring your hands over towards the left, throw that right shoulder back, bring your left elbow in, breathe. And then from here, you're gonna see where you wanna go with your head. So you're gonna tilt a little bit towards the left. Relax the head, maybe close your eyes and just move your head slowly. And just find what works for you. So feel the stretch on the neck. And then stay on those spots that feel tight and that you really feel like you need the extra time, the extra attention. Come back to center, release. Check the arms if you need to, if they get kind of numb. And then once again, interlace your fingers. Bring your hands over towards your right side. Hug them in, draw that left shoulder back. Draw that right shoulder back and elbow in. And then once again, tilt the head over towards your right and see where you feel it. Where you go. Find extra time on those spots where you feel you need to. And just enjoy it. Come back to center. Take your hands, arms if you need to. There you go. I hope you feel ready now to continue. Do this, as long as you need to. Do it as often as you need to. Take care of your shoulders. Take care of stretching the body too, especially when you work with strength, so you find the balance in between the practice. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining. Namaste.